Hi there, Working Homeschool Mom. This is Charlotte from Charlotte Jones 24/7 and My Little Homeschool. And this is episode number 76 of the Strike a Balance podcast for Working Homeschool Moms. And the topic today is about managing your energy. And the reason why I did this episode is because quite a few working homeschool moms said that they were worried about managing their energy when they started homeschooling or started working as homeschoolers. So I think it's an important topic to cover. So I want to give you some ideas for how to get more energy, first of all, and then how to manage it effectively. Before we get to the episode, I'd be ever so grateful if you could rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. It just means that I can support more working homeschool moms, and in this way, we can build this beautiful community together. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to the Strike a Balance podcast for working homeschool moms. This is Charlotte Jones. I'm a homeschool coach and homeschooling mom of twin boys. I know it can feel really overwhelming to keep all the balls in the air all the time. So each week I chat about tips and strategies for being a happy and thriving working homeschool mom that you can implement in your life too. I also speak to awesome and inspiring women who manage to juggle homeschooling and work successfully and find out what their secrets are. Be sure to check out my time audit and mindset challenge in the show notes and sign up to my newsletter for lots of cool freebies. And if you ever need to chat, please book in a session with me. I'm so excited for you to be here and I hope you'll get so much value out of this episode. So let's get started. Are you looking for a new math curriculum? Well, I'm thrilled to introduce our favorite math curriculum to you. CTCMath specializes in providing online video tutorials that take a multi-sensory approach to learning. Favorably reviewed in Cathy Duffy's 102 Top Picks and the Old Schoolhouse Crew Review, the lessons are short and concise to help your children break down concepts and appreciate math in a whole new way. The lessons are taught the traditional way and not to a test. Each one of the video tutorials is taught by an internationally acclaimed teacher, Pat Murray, who is renowned for teaching math concepts in a simple, easy to understand way and in only a few minutes at a time. Using a multi-sensory approach means having the combination of effective graphics and animation synchronized with the voice of a friendly teacher together with a practical assessment. This three-pronged attack makes learning so much easier and more effective. Even students who struggled with math are getting fantastic results, and ones who were doing okay before are now doing brilliantly. Visit ctcmath.com today to start your free trial. CTC Maths is generously offering my listeners an amazing special. Go to www.ctcmath.com/MLH to get a half-price discount plus a bonus 6 months for free. That's ctcmath.com/MLH. Managing your energy is a good way to avoid homeschool mom burnout. And that's the topic of today's podcast episode. And much like time, energy is an incredibly valuable resource to a working homeschool mom. And in order to thrive, you need to know how to manage your energy. So in this episode, I'm going to give you some ideas for making the most of what you have and also finding ways to get more energy. So first of all, energy and health go hand in hand. Managing your energy becomes a whole lot easier when you have more of it. And the best way to get more is to take care of your health. And here are some ways that you can help yourself and give yourself more energy. Moving your body is probably one of the best ways to gain more energy. I'll link a post I wrote in the show notes about quick and easy ways to work out. And I think it's important to think about quick and easy ways and also to make sure that the working out that you're doing is something that you enjoy and that it doesn't take too much time, because this is how you're going to make exercise more sustainable. And as I've said many times before, if you want to make lasting change, I strongly believe that you have to start really, really small. So start with whatever you can manage, 5 to 10 minutes a day, and build up from there. I also wrote a post about ways to get more sleep, which I'll also link. Sleep is such an important part of overall well-being, so you should try and make it your mission to prioritize it. Having a chronic lack of energy could also be caused by underlying health issues. I know going to your doctor isn't always fun, can be stressful, but it's so important to make sure that everything is in working order and to catch things right at the beginning. Many people actually have a shortage of vitamin B12, which also plays a huge role in how much energy you have. You can ask your doctor to test your levels, and if they think you need them, to get supplements if they prescribe them. Because often, even though you might eat meat or you might eat a lot of eggs or foods that do contain vitamin B12, often it's related to the absorption of the vitamin. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. Speak to your doctor about what could be the cause and how to overcome your vitamin B12 shortage. And yes, unfortunately, drinking too much coffee and wine and eating too much sugar also isn't serving your energy levels. It definitely feels good at the time. We all know that beautiful rush first thing in the morning or when you have a donut or whatever your poison is, but you will pay for the energy hike because you have a big crash afterwards. I'm going to link a TED talk as well that I have. You know, if you know me, you know that I have a TED talk for absolutely everything. It is about how caffeine and alcohol actually affect your sleep. So it's really an important video to watch because it'll talk about sleep and also, therefore, getting more energy or managing your energy better. So I've spoken about the ways to get more energy, but what about the energy you have? How can you make the most of it? As always, there are practical steps to take, but there is definitely also mindset work to be done. Okay, let's start with the practical ways to manage your energy. Time management is a big part of energy management and vice versa. When you have your schedule figured out, you'll be able to find more time for rest and therefore you'll have more energy. At the same time, if you know when your high energy times are, you can make the most of your time by doing things quickly and well and being able to concentrate. And this will give you more time again. So it's this beautiful reciprocal system. Time management and energy management definitely go together. But what are some practical things that you can do to actually make this happen? You have to make rest and working out a priority. So you know that I talk a lot about knowing what your priorities are. And I always believe that looking after yourself, self-care, should be at the top of their priority list. So this could mean letting go of things that don't serve you in favor of what does. I have a very simple time audit that you can take to see exactly where your time goes, and you can replace those things that don't serve you with things that do, like sleeping and working out. Setting boundaries around your time is also a good way to have more control over it. If you work from home or if you're at home with your kids, I think it's really important to start teaching your kids really early on when you're available to them and when you need to work and when you need to be alone. I know it's not easy to set boundaries, but once you get used to them, boundaries will make your life so much better. And then when it comes to homeschooling specifically, which takes a lot of brain power, takes a lot of collaboration and a lot of presence, you need to find a time when you have lots of energy. Otherwise, it can become very difficult and very tedious very quickly. So you need to figure out when you feel up to it, and more importantly, when your kids are keen. Because when you have that energy intersection, then you can fly through homeschooling with joy and ease. So let's talk about the mindset work that needs to happen. Mindset is such a huge part of having a good life. I know it sounds trite, and I've spoken about it a lot, but I have spoken to so many other people who have proven this to be true time and time again. And when it comes to energy, it's also the case. So these are some things I've learned which help with my energy levels. Letting go of things I can't change. For me, this is having a perfectly clean house. In the past, I'd spent hours and hours cleaning our house from top to bottom. And then when it was dirty, within 2 seconds, I was totally annoyed and frustrated and depleted. Letting this go has allowed me to have more energy for things that bring me joy and are longer lasting than 2 seconds. Giving up the need for perfection was something else that I also had to do. And this has definitely been a hard won life lesson. I used to pride myself on my attention to detail and my obsessive need for things to be just right. I thought this was a major advantage before I realized how much these kinds of things are actually holding me back. Getting things perfect takes so much energy, and it also doesn't give anything back because it is unattainable. So it's a vicious circle that you get into, trying to make things perfect, using up all the energy to do so, and then never actually reaching anywhere. Not a vicious circle, but an uphill battle, let's say. So let's talk about some more boundaries. So I spoke about the time boundaries, but there are other boundaries that you could set as well, especially around your energy. So this could look like saying no to someone who takes a lot of energy, or being very specific about when you're available and what you're available for others. Once again, not easy, I know, but it does become easier with practice. And a tip that I have here is to know exactly what your boundary is, know what it looks like when it has been overstepped, and then practicing what you could say in a situation like that. It does make it easy if you actually kind of have a script for what you can say when somebody crosses that boundary. And lastly, do things that bring you joy, because this will help energy to multiply. You know how it feels when you're doing something that's really important to you, that you feel so alive and excited and inspired. And these feelings are energy magnets. So try and fill your life with them any chance you get. As always, if you need some help or some extra support or encouragement, please book in a coaching session with me. I would love to support you on this working homeschool mom journey. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Drop me a DM on Instagram or post on the Working Homeschool Mom support group over on Facebook, and let me know what resonated the most with you. It would also be great if you could rate, review, and subscribe, or share the podcast with a working homeschool mom who might need it. It's my mission to support as many working homeschool moms as possible. Until next time, take care